Welcome, one and all, to the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast for our review of Elimination Chamber. I am the devilishly handsome outlaw himself, your king of extreme, Phil KOE. It was quite a night, and we are here, and we are joined by the one, the only, the nine-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast Champion, the one, the only,
the Blend Master, the non-Kappa friendly, Tony Two Belts, Tony fucking G, your 9-time champion, and your best friend. Here I am in all my glory.
It was quite an evening.
Oh, we're
folks.
not alone.
Oh, we are
We're
not
alone.
We are joined by a rapscallion ne'er-do-well who, through so much cheating and collusion, was this close to hanging on to the title. But folks, today we truly #stopped the steal, and we prevented that rapscallion ne'er-do-well barbarian himself, Chicken, from stealing the championship. Now, I do regret to inform you, it is my regret to inform you that I did not capture the title. But to quote Dale from King of the Hill, well, if I can't win, I can at least beat Hank. And that's better than winning. So, I at least was a partial. Oh, thank you, sir.
There you go.
As also the rating.
Oh, we all get participation trophies now. This is great.
This is the most prestigious championship in all the world, the KOE Championship.
I just didn't want you to be left out. Chicken, former 2-time champion. How we doing, sir?
I feel robbed tonight. I don't think this was an actual event. I think this was this was scripted out way in advance as a reason to keep me from being defending 3-time champion. I don't believe the results of tonight. It was a total sham. This whole thing was ridiculous. You want to talk about stop the steal, Phil? This is the steal. You stole this from me.
Oh, now, Chicken, are you saying you are not going to respect the institutions of the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast? The handing off of the championship when you lost is customary.
I've got the score right here, and the score goes as so. 1, 2, 3, 4 points for yours truly, the 9-time champion. For Phil, half, 1.5, 2.5, 2. Yeah, Phil tapped out at 2.5 points. That was his night. Chicken had 1, 1, 2, and 3. So at least, I guess, as you've been known to say, at least Chicken beat you.
Damn.
If anything, if things went down the way it should have tonight, Phil would have beat me. So if anybody should have won, it should have been Phil.
Here's the thing.
Thank you.
Okay, folks watching, we're gonna get into the event here very, very shortly, but real quick, I just wanted to make it known. Phil's been doing nothing but complaining and bitching about your picks on the pre-show last night. I was the only one defending you. You weren't even here to defend yourself, former champ Chicken. I was doing it, and then you immediately go, well, fuck Tony. Phil needs to be champion. I can't be.
I'm your best friend, Chicken.
You.
I'm the guy that had your
fuck you.
All lies.
I got two things. I
had your back the whole time.
No.
I got
folks right here. Tony fucking G is your 9-time champion for now, forever, heading into WrestleMania season, and that's always where I excel. Elimination Chamber is always my event, and it was once again. God damn it, it feels good to be the champ.
Yes.
Okay,
folks.
I got two things.
Go ahead.
One. One, you're going to have to come pry this off my fucking cold dead hands because you did not win. You stole this from me.
Oh,
don't you worry.
Well,
I'll be there shortly.
hang on. We didn't hear what was that, Chicken? You cut up there for a second there.
I said you're going to have to come steal this or take it from my cold dead hands because you stole it from me. You have to come here and steal it from my bare fucking hands.
Sir, you do not challenge the champions. I mean, I am the much more prestigious KOE champion, but he's also pretty good. He's done a few things. But, yes, so, sir, do not challenge such a thing. We might have to accept such a challenge. I don't know. Tony, what do you think here? I mean, clearly, that rapscallion ne'er-do-well is not going to relinquish the title. What do we do?
I don't know. You didn't really give me the credit I deserve, but yeah, if he's if he's unwilling to relinquish the solid gold piece of amazingness that is the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast Championship, I'll just come take it right from you in person. So keep your eyes posted.
Somebody's got to keep this gold prestigious.
I'll be there soon. I will be there soon. But nevertheless, let's talk Elimination Chamber. Who's ready to do this? I know I love this event.
I actually was quite, to quote Russell Crowe, "Are you not entertained?" Like, this did a good job. The one thing that I was disappointed now, you guys were all a little nervous when I called the Elimination Chamber just right off the bat. And when that was like, Tony's like, huh? And even Chicken's like a little bit like, oh no. Now, the thing that I should have gone with was what I said as my second pick. Was my original pick was, I think they were going to end it with Roman doing the defense, but the next best thing was him coming out right after the chamber match. He's angry. And so
I called that to you, but Phil thinks that didn't happen.
Lies, communism, and propaganda.
Video. Watch prediction
communism
video,
and propaganda.
You'll see it.
Folks.
This guy right here. Told me. Anywho.
Folks, you can believe every single word that falls out of this gorgeous face. I mean, come on. This is a face you can trust.
Must be opposite day. Anywho. So, Chicken, actually, funny thing is, what's up, guys? Justin Chris, Yanked Up Podcast. He called it right. Tony fucking G. All I know.
The communists got to him. No.
Chicken, you're going to have to read those off. We're not quite close enough to read all these
ourselves. Well, hang on.
Jeremy Cooner says, as a new challenger may be coming soon, and take this belt. Yanked Up Podcast, hold on. Rest of the points will be finally counted at about 2 a.m. tonight in Chicken's favor. That is right. Pay-per-view.
No, that'll be 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning.
I will come to Iowa and take it off of your fucking ass. Now,
at 4 in the morning, somehow, some way, Chicken's picks. Somehow, Keith Lee actually will win the United States Championship at about 4 in the morning. And then, God, I'm sorry. Sorry. Like, we don't.
All right. Now, let's talk about this event.
Real quick, last few comments. Brandon Brown, pay-per-view is over already? Yes. Yanked Up, laugh my ass off. Phil is the Vince McMahon of the show, and Jeremy Cooner. Tag team, maybe a new member coming soon. Oh, is this a
specifically to Brandon there? Yes, this is surprisingly over very, very, very quickly. I thought this would go to at least 10 o'clock. We skipped an entire match without any explanation. If we missed, Chicken, did you watch the pre-show? Because we missed it.
I actually did watch the pre-show.
Okay.
There was one match, and it was to see who replaced Lee. That was it. And it was just a bumbling idiots on like this fake ESPN broadcast thing. But
now,
whatever.
Guys, call me crazy here. I think now there's not a lot of people in the back that are willing to speak up there, but I think somebody in the back there finally said, "Hey guys, why don't we just pull the match that's featuring a pregnant woman? Why don't we could just drop that?" And I don't think anyone will be like, "Shit, No, cancel my subscription.
Okay,
I
okay.
was here to see Asuka versus Lacey Evans. That was the whole
No.
It didn't.
Phil-
It didn't
Phil-
happen.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that thought process. But on the pre-show, they specifically brought it up and said the replacement is to be determined. Like 30 minutes before the fucking show started, they were still hyping Asuka and some mysterious opponent, and they didn't have a clue who it was gonna be. And yeah.
Are you familiar with Vincent Kennedy McMahon?
So this is what bothers me. Like, as soon as we realized that the second chamber match was going to be the WWE World Title Elimination Chamber match, I'm like, they can't possibly give the main event to Asuka. Well, it can't be Asuka versus Peyton Royce. What happened to Keith Lee? He got slightly injured. Nobody honestly knows. Like, this is kind of up in the air. Something happened. He's going to be off TV for probably another week. He's not going to be out for an extended period of time.
He might just have the sniffles or a cold, and they just
probably got COVID.
Caution. We're just like, no, even if you do, just have the cold. Abundance of caution. Which, okay, that's fine. I get it. Like,
Brennan also brings up, I pray that they're not trying to do the Flair Evans pregnancy story.
I pray they do.
How can they not? They have to.
They're
that
going
is the
to.
best.
This is going to be great.
Woo! The dirtiest player. Like, yes, they got to. That would be amazing. Like,
they're going to. It's going to happen, and here's why. Because do you not remember the last dying days of WCW? David Flair trying to knock up Stacy Keibler? My God, it's going to happen. They're going to ride this thing out.
Rick. Yeah. That was too great. Like, oh my God. Like, now Tony. Tony was, he's always been a very strict WWE, WWF guy. So that was one that he was giving me a hard time about when it was going down. I'll be honest. When I was watching it live, I was alone in my house.
Terrible.
I was dying laughing. Like, Rick's the fire. Are you kidding me? So, yeah. If they do that again.
So let's get into this real quick. Again, we missed the pre-show. Chicken, you said there was the elimination or the qualifier match for the United States Championship title match on the main show. John Morrison did end up winning this match. I know Ricochet was in it. I know there was a bunch of people in this who ended up winning John Morrison. But what was the match like? Was it any good?
It was mediocre at best.
Okay.
Like for a pre-show match, it was actually pretty good. Like, you don't expect a lot out of those. If it wasn't for Ricochet, it wouldn't have been any good. Ricochet made the whole fucking match. I would have given it a 3, maybe a 3.25. But no, the storyline was okay, and how Morrison won. Like, he laid and prayed. He's the bad guy. You know, you don't be a bad guy unless you're going to win. So I loved it. I loved his storyline through it. Ricochet did a great job. Everybody else, kind of mediocre. So 3.25 maybe is what I've rated.
So surprising to both of you and I, except for Phil, the SmackDown Chamber match to face Roman Reigns for the Universal title was the show opener, and I'll be honest, I called this last night. I said this was going to be one of the better matches on the card, and big shocker here. This was an amazing match because of all the people involved with it. I do have some notes. I'm going to run through them real quick. We'll give our grading, and we'll move right on, if I may. Daniel Bryan and Cesaro open this thing. Holy shit, the chemistry between these guys. Awesome start. Loved that. Corbin comes in and looks just dominant. They booked Baron Corbin stronger than he's looked in probably a year and a half. He looked amazing in the start of this thing. Zayn was in the pod, and he's just selling the heel shit off. Amazing. And when he got called to come in, he does the standard heel. No, I'm not going to let you pull me out of the pod. No. And then from the other side, the door opens, and there's Cesaro, and just beats the ever-living piss out of him.
That was good.
Oh, my God. We were popping like little 12-year-olds. We loved that stuff. It was amazing.
This show actually got some pretty good reactions from us.
Yeah, not going to lie. We enjoyed this probably way more than we should.
Now, I will say, the crowd was really into it. Like, they were there.
They always are, Phil. They always are.
I'm shocked there wasn't a "This is awesome" chant for every knife edge chop, but
moving right along. Cesaro and Sami Zayn go up on the side of the chamber. He knocks Sami Zayn off. Cesaro grabs the chain links of the chamber and starts doing pull-ups on the chamber. Like this dude is just so fucking jacked and stacked. My God, give this. I don't care what belt you got to put on this guy. This guy needs a run of some sort. This guy's been underappreciated for way too long. That's why all three of us had him picked to win the thing. But moving along, Kevin Owens gets into the match. Immediately, Sami Zayn says, "Hey, we've got a history. Let's team up. They don't see us as the main guys. Let's do this together." And then he immediately beats the shit out of Sami Zayn. "What are you doing?" And he beats the shit out of Sami Zayn. That was amazing. Oh, I fucking love this. But then they eventually end up on the turnbuckle, and Sami Zayn bites Kevin Owens. I don't care. It's the simplest
Sammy did
thing.
really good with what he was doing.
Oh, yeah. It was the simplest thing, but it makes it that much better. Love that a lot. KO does a fucking moonsault off of the pod onto like 4 guys. Big guy, moonsault, huge. Love this spot. Jey Uso. Holy shit. He finally gets in at the end. They were sending Sami Zayn out. The chamber door is sliding back closed, and Kevin Owens is right there next to the door, and his arm gets trapped in the door. Jey Uso traps his arm, fucks him up, and gives him like 3 super kicks to the face as he's trapped in the door, puts him back in the ring, gives him another one. Holy shit. Giant splash. Kevin Owens fucking gone. But my God, he still came out of this looking strong as hell.
Now, I just want to say the splash that Jay gave, I could just, because I've seen him do it so many times, I could just tell, like, he's only giving like 40, 60% energy to this splash,
Yes.
But he's still got such amazing air and hang time. I'm like, wow. This is just like the easiest thing for him is to just make this amazing splash.
Yeah, defying gravity is not a problem for Jey Uso. Then the big swing into the chamber onto Uso. That was a really nice spot from Cesaro. The second rope top press slam into the knee breaker, where Cesaro stood up under the second rope with Jey Uso, dropped down to the mat, dropped him onto his knee. Like the power and the commitment to making everything look seamless. Incredible. Cesaro's amazing. Cesaro's out finally, and then sad faces in my notes, just sad face. After the big splash for Uso.
Wrong guy won.
Yeah, wrong guy won. But it doesn't matter. Daniel Bryan, whatever. Then the knees onto the chamber splash. Daniel Bryan wins. My God. This was an amazing match. I did not expect it to be the opener. What a way to start this event. Even though it was short as fuck, this was a great opener. How do you guys rate it?
I'll go ahead and kick it off. There was a lot of things you talked about in there that were fantastic, but at times, like as an opener, and then when I'm like, this is the Elimination Chamber. This should be like the tits of the tits, man. This has got to be awesome. I was a little underwhelmed. Like I didn't feel it hit the mark. Now, some people did. Like if it wasn't for Kevin Owens, if it wasn't for, like you said, the opening, like some of those were just fantastic. Kevin, like the second, like I didn't want Kevin Owens to win this. Okay, because I didn't want him to lose later. Yeah, we didn't want to see that again.
No need to beat a dead horse.
No.
Exactly. But Kevin Owens made this match. If he was not in it, like the flair, the luster, like the story, like everything was like cut in half without him.
Yeah. Agreed.
I originally gave it a 3.25. Kind of thinking back, I want to give it a 3.5. I'm not going to. I'm going to stick to a 3.25. I did not think it was as good as it could have been. Okay. I think we had Kevin Owens too late and him out too early. He made the whole story, even though he wasn't going to win. We all knew that. but he made the match. He made the excitement. Daniel Bryan, I'm sorry, I'm an old WCW fan, and the whole my leg hurt from the first time I walked into the ring, and it hurt till the end, so feel bad for me, and then I win. Like, it doesn't work for me. Like, it's the oldest, lamest story you've ever seen in wrestling. So yeah, 3-2-5 for me.
Classic fucking goddamn it. Oh, wait.
I know it's a
I will
classic.
defend WCW style booking until there's no one left to hear the sound of my voice. So
Yes.
What are you giving it, Phil?
Oops, sorry.
I'm giving this the 3.5 chicken was considering. It was a good match, but I'm going to be honest, it's not even the best Elimination Chamber match featuring Baron Corbin. Remember the one with John Cena?
Wow.
The one with John Cena and AJ Styles?
Wow.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow, that's rude.
Real quick, boys, might want to explain our rating system. From sounds of it, I rated as an 8.5 from Brandon Brown.
We rate everything on a 5-star scale.
1 to 5.
We've even given some matches half stars and quarter stars. And so our start, if it's a 5-star match, it's the greatest match ever. It's one you must see. You gotta see this match. It was exciting the whole way through. If it's 1 star, half star. So when I say it's 3.5 stars, it's pretty good.
As the champion, let me just clarify. We're using the Meltzer scale of 5 stars, but not using it. We're taking over the Meltzer scale because Dave has lost his fucking mind. We're taking it, and we're gonna, continue the integrity of it since Dave doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
It's now the RWP scale.
Yep.
It's ours now. We've basically done the NWO thing to it. We've spray painted RWP over, and it's ours now. So there we go.
Solid 3. There you go. That's fine. I'll be honest. I had high hopes for this match. I loved the fact that we get to start this thing with it, even though it gave you half a point. I don't care. I love that we started with this. I still think, yes, the wrong guy won. We all wanted Cesaro to win this because we thought Cesaro-Roman Reigns might be a really nice match.
It was stolen.
Daniel Bryan still managed to do a lot with this. Daniel Bryan ends up winning this match. I didn't care. I do not care. I still gave it 4 stars. I loved this match. I think the ending was great. I think the lead into the next match was great. Loved it. I'm giving it 4. This is an early contender for a match of the year. Obviously, we got a lot of year to go, folks, so there's a lot more to come. But loved it. I'm giving it 4.
You just said match of the year?
It's his early contender.
So far, we're only a month and a half into the year. My God, you make me sound like an asshole.
Yep. You stole my belt.
Oh.
No. Not steal. Won back what was never lost. It's okay.
I won it fair and square with a perfect score and then almost perfect.
Collusion.
Well, there's also the KOE champion. Who's
moving right along. Immediately, as I said on the prediction show, Roman Reigns is going to dive right into the winner and not give him a chance to breathe. Roman Reigns versus the winner of the Chamber match, Daniel Bryan, for the Universal Championship match. Holy shit, this didn't disappoint, even though it was close. So close. No, it was quick as fuck. But my God, Daniel Bryan's so committed to this thing. I do have a couple of quick notes. Amazing open. Daniel Bryan jumps in, immediately locks Roman Reigns into the label lock, and they're so committed to this spot that you're like, oh my God, for half a second, you suspend disbelief and go, could Daniel Bryan do this? Could this be the shock victor? And then it sets back in, oh yeah, that's right, this is the opener. They're not going to change the title on an opener. Don't care who it is, don't matter what's at stake, no. And then Roman takes over and, chokes out Daniel Bryan. Don't care. Quick, fast, immediate, done. Loved it. I don't care. I loved this. I still gave it 2.5.
Well, let's see. I gave it 2.25 because, I'll be honest, for those few seconds, if there's anybody out there in the world of wrestling that can make you a believer for just a few seconds, it's Danny B. Daniel Bryan made me think, oh my God, are they going to do it? But there was a bigger shock than that coming later in the evening.
Indeed.
Yes. Oh, you need to hear like an echo of me because like my thoughts and brilliance are so brilliant. They just reverberate through history, through time, and the fabric of our universe. So.
No, I actually side story, these guys are giving me shit because I actually missed the match because like after the Elimination Chamber was over, I went out for a quick break and then I come back and it was already over. I totally missed it and went through until chat later. I found out. So I had to go back and watch it again, which thankfully there's plenty of intros in the next Elimination Chamber where I can go back and watch it. I loved it. I thought it was fucking awesome. The fucking like Roman coming in, the fucking like I was like, okay. All right, let's see what happens. And then right away, like you thought it was just going to be Roman come in, beat the fuck out of him and fucking walk away. No, there's this sneaky little grab and he fucking tries to hook a submission. I was like, oh, and even the announcers are selling that son of a bitch like you wouldn't believe. The announcers are sitting there going, oh, Daniel Bryan's going to win. Daniel Bryan's going to win. And then...
No, it was perfect. It was fucking perfect.
It was perfect. I agree with you, Tony. I don't think you give enough credit, though. I give it a 2.75.
2.75. You know what? No, that's fine. I can totally agree with that because
I thought it was exciting. My son, like when I rewound it and had my son watch it, he goes, "We missed that." And I was like, yeah, dude, we missed that. And he started watching. He was, oh my God, he almost won. Like my son was pumped. He couldn't believe it. Like, so the luster and the excitement that you get from the crowd that you want. Yes, it was 2.75.
That's why it works. And that's why it works because you've got, the only disappointing thing here was we all wanted Cesaro because we wanted to have a big, crazy classic match between Roman Reigns and Cesaro. But I agree, Cesaro Reigns would have been better.
Yes.
It would have been better if it was the main event because give those two guys time to work. What a match that would have been. But for Daniel Bryan, exhausted immediately after winning the chamber match, this was perfect. He throws a Hail Mary. He's this close and still manages to come up just short. It was perfect for what it was.
I agree totally. And also, I will say, since I got my glasses, I can totally believe that people could not tell the difference between Clark Kent and Superman. Once I saw how different you look. So I can totally buy that. But yeah, I can actually read it. Wow. And yes, Tantui 10 man, hashtag stop the chicken steal.
No, you stopped the steal. You guys stole it. You
pop one back. Pop one more back up. Brandon Jamar Brown says The Rock Reigns at WrestleMania would be a dream. You're going to get that in about 13 months.
Yeah. That'll be next year, probably. Not this year. You're not getting that in front of nobody. You're getting that in front at Dallas.
If you don't get it at Dallas, it's going to be in 25 months when they do it in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah. The Rock would be down for doing a WrestleMania.
It's going to happen. The Rock and Roman Reigns will have a WrestleMania match because there is no other stage than WrestleMania to have that match. It will happen. We just got to be patient, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And, The Rock would like to do it in Hollywood, but I think he might, make an exception.
Depends where we are with crowds, but yes, I agree. Let's move on. I love this match. Yeah, it was good for what it was. Let's move on to the one that really kind of cemented the way the evening unfolded. The United States title match. Bobby Lashley, the champion, goes in against Riddle. Don't you dare call him Matt. And not Keith Lee, but again, John Morrison, who won the qualifying match on the pre-show. On our prediction video last night, Phil said, I don't give a fuck if it's a singles match or a triple threat or blah, 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 blah. Bobby Lashley's going to be the U.S. champion for all eternity. Chicken said, oh, yeah, if Keith Lee's in the match, Keith Lee wins. Tony G said, no, fuck that. I don't give a fuck. Matt Riddle is winning the goddamn title. You know what the fuck happened? They brought in a patsy. Matt Riddle ate the pin. Matt Riddle got the pin on John Morrison, who ate the pin. Matt Riddle is your goddamn United States champion of the world. I do think I have a couple of notes real quick. The suplex counter to stop Lashley from suplexing Riddle that Morrison prevented. That was an incredible little spot. And specifically, the Kimura Rana over the top rope from Matt Riddle.
Yes.
My God, that was a spot. But Bobby Lashley grabs John Morrison, puts him in the hurt lock, the big full Nelson. Matt Riddle grabs the crutch, comes in the ring, and literally explodes the crutch on Lashley. Holy shit. Gets the win, just as I expected. Riddle is your new U.S. champion.
Rapscallion. Now, there was some controversy before this match was concluded because I was unaware that one could make 2 picks for a match. I'll keep that in mind in the future. So, Chicken, that had to go that way because we had to, like 10-10 said, hashtag stop the chicken steal.
And it never mattered because I won the belt anyway, and it went as I expected, and you two can fight for second place. Chicken, what'd you rate that one?
Oh, Jesus.
I enjoyed it thoroughly. I'll be honest.
Actually, it was a really good match. I give it a 3.5. Honestly, I thought it was really. I thought it was entertaining. It was really good. It wasn't the best thing ever, but no, there was a lot of good spots. It was very entertaining. I was entertained through the whole thing. And we got some comments here. Yanked Up Podcast says, "Can you smell what Tony G is fucking cooking?" Chicken. He's calling me out.
Bring it in. Bring it in.
Okay.
Bobby, do we love Bobby? Now, I do have to say, I rated.
Do you smell? What Phil rates this match?
I rate this match actually 3.75 because now, as one of our commenters said, Bobby is quite overrated. This is probably the best Bobby Lashley match we've seen out of Bobby for some time. But now, one of my predictions didn't pan out because it was also kind of a joke that I made the joke that I think that the universe might actually die of heat death before Vince McMahon made the decision to pull the belt off of Bobby Lashley because he just, look at him, he looks great in 8x10, and do you see how muscly he is? So I figured that was going to be it, but now they're putting him in the world title picture, so that's quite interesting.
It was exactly what I predicted as well, was if they take the belt off Bobby, which I predicted they would with Lee, but Lee obviously was not in the match, and I thought, okay, well, if Lee's not there, they're going to hold off on this till at least, Fastlane before they pull it off of him, but I thought they were going to put Bobby into a bigger role because he's done so fucking good in this role. All the years we've seen Bobby Lashley, like, this is his character. He's finally got it. I am so happy in how he came out afterwards and beat the holy hell out.
We'll get there.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. There. I'll stop.
We'll get there. So you're giving this one 3.75?
No, I gave 3.5 on this one.
3.5. Okay.
Phil gave 3.75.
Okay. You know what? Shockingly, even though I predicted this, regardless of it being a triple threat with Lee, triple threat with Morrison, or a one-on-one, I'm still giving this a 3-star match because, my God, this was actually really fast-paced, really entertaining, and clearly they had way more time to work. We eliminated an entire match off of this card, and they still cut this match short. I wanted more because Matt Riddle and John Morrison were carrying this thing. If you want to go ahead and come back to a comment that one of my new favorite commenters ever, Brandon Jamar Brown, says, Bobby, overrated big time. I've been saying this shit for years, folks. The guy is as green as the screen that we used to have behind us. It's as green as Iceland. Holy shit, Bobby Lashley. But again, we talked about this last night. He's finally found a groove. He's finally found his work rate. He's a part of a stable. He looks way more legitimate than he's looked in years. This is his niche. This is where Bobby Lashley should be, and I'm fine with him dropping the belt here, of course, as I predicted. Riddle can do some stuff with this. Lashley can move on into the world title picture. I like where we're going now with it. This worked well, but I'm only giving this 3 stars.
I enjoyed this a lot because this is some of the best I've seen out of Bobby Lashley and Matt Riddle for that matter, and it's got a lot to do with John Morrison. Like the guy can do.
Brandon just keeps knocking these comments out of the park. My God, did you pop this one up yet, Chicken?
While we're waiting,
and he wants to go with Brock. Brock on his worst day will kick Lashley's ass. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you want to compare MMA records, I'm sorry. Bobby Lashley's pedestrian MMA record against nobody is never going to hold a fucking candle against Brock
UFC
going against the who's who of the heavyweight division across the globe. Not just the UFC, but the who's who. No.
Can I interject there real quick? Because
my goodness, I
have only competed against you guys, I think 6 times, and I've won 3. So
twice.
No, 3. I've won the last 2, and then I won WrestleMania. Last year.
Oh, I see what he's doing. He thinks because
I'm just saying.
He thinks because he retained
1 time.
That means he's like a 3-time champ, but that's not the case.
No, I'm not calling. No.
Let's slow down there, Sasha Banks. You retained your title 1 time, Sasha Banks.
Walk before you run.
Don't get me wrong, fellas. I've very little experience in competing in this realm, but I'm a 50% winner here. I'm batting 500 against you guys.
Let's be fair. It took Phil almost a year to finally pry the belt off of my strong, broad shoulders. So, you got.
Oh, and then you lost it 8 times to Phil? Fuck.
No, you came in. He's only a 7-time champ.
Yeah, I was hoping to get to number 8 tonight, and I was this close, but unfortunately,
Bill, we're gonna have to work on this.
Yeah, unfortunately, Sheamus not winning really cost me. That was.
So we move on.
Anyway, moving on.
Does anybody give a flying fuck about the Women's Tag Team Championships? I know we sure didn't, and we're going to be brutally honest about this. Chicken, what were your thoughts?
I thought it was going to be worse. I really thought it was going to be worse than it was. I didn't think it was that bad of a match, honestly. I give it a 3 solid. Like, I don't think Jax injured anybody. It didn't look like it. I wasn't excited for it.
He's got that. Nia Jax did not injure anybody. That's fair.
They all got out, at least with just a few bumps and bruises tonight.
That's fair. That's fair.
It was very predictable, and honestly, it wasn't that bad. Like it could have been a lot worse. It was entertaining. I mean, like
it was okay.
It wasn't bad.
There was a couple spots where I was like, okay, when they were throwing each other around and catching each other, and I'm like, okay.
Actually, let me see what I wrote down here. Hold on. What did I actually write down?
I
wrote down 3. I wrote down 3.
You wrote down 3.
I gave it 2 because it went kind of the way I predicted that. This match was won thanks to Shayna Baszler going out and doing very good wrestling.
I'm going 2.25, and the reason is because they did the most with what they could, given the shitty storyline. Here's the thing. It's going to be Sasha Bianca at WrestleMania. I don't know what. Here's the thing that killed it for me right out of the gate. Sasha, Bianca, standing there in their corner doing this. Oh, buddy, but no, I'm sorry. No, you just don't. I don't give a fuck what era, what decade it is. No, if you have a potential enemy as your partner, you are unsure as fuck. I don't care how this thing. And what was the big reasoning for them not coming away with the belts out of this? Reginald, fucking Reginald, Carmella's goddamn whatever the fuck he is. No, this was ridiculous. It was stupid. And they pissed me off out of the gate. I did not pay nearly enough attention to this. What does Brandon say? I'm sorry. I did want Sasha Bianca to win. I kind of did too, because I felt that HBK Stone Cold Tag Champ thing coming. Would have been an interesting turn of events for the title at WrestleMania, I think. I agree.
Yes, but because WrestleMania is just too big for one night. We can't have the belts too doubled up too much. I'm not saying it's a good thing.
Oh.
I'm saying that, yes, there's no way they're going to have any double belts going into WrestleMania because you could spread those matches out over the 3 nights.
God, we could have 3 nights of wrestling.
Don't give them ideas.
Okay, you're right. No, I gave it 2 1/4 because I did not like the way they booked it. I did not like the way they started the match. The match itself, fine. And then the ending, it did not hit home. This was just more interference from the outside. Honestly, it made Shayna and Jax look even weaker than they already have looked. And even though the fact they're 2-time champs, really bad booking. I didn't like it. This was just more filler, and it fucking missed. So, I gave it 2 1/4. Chicken gave it 3. Phil barely gave it 2. And we move on.
It's a 3-person match.
It was. We move on to the main event, but real quick, Brandon Jamar Brown says the road to WrestleMania is what I meant, not the actual event. Sorry. No, totally get you. We're on the same page here. Right here. You get it. You see me. I'm the champ. I mean, we're right here. Oh, my God.
Whoa.
I'm excited.
Careful with those words.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
You just about knocked your glass.
You still have
power.
I still have the belt. So,
Chicken, I will be there in less than a week to strip that off of your ass. All right, I will be there.
Let's see it.
All right, I'll fucking be. I will be there. I will be there.
Chicken, since we're on this subject, something I've been wanting to say to you for a little bit, good sir. The next time I see you, I've got a present for you, and it's something that you absolutely deserve. And I can't wait to see the look on your face when you finally get it. Whoa.
What's it going to be?
Well, it's a surprise.
Oh.
It's supposed to be a surprise. That's the whole point, Tony. God, you're just supposed to back me up on this. But you rapscallion ne'er-do-well, when we do see you around the bend,
Right.
There will be many things that will happen, sir.
So before we talk about the main event, I think it's getting pretty clear at this point that those of you watching right here, right now, live for the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, go over to Facebook, check out Big Bucket Entertainment on Facebook, like, share, subscribe to that, because we will be meeting in person this coming weekend. I'm coming to get my belt. We're doing our Thirsty Thursday podcast. Phil and I are coming to Iowa. We're going to kick your ass and take the belt. We're going to drink a lot of fucking booze and have a good time.
Yes. So,
it's going to be a good time.
Well, God, you're just going to ruin the surprise.
Oh, did I ruin the surprise?
Only to those that are watching. That's okay.
Yes, only to those that are watching. But
this isn't our normal audience. So it's okay.
You are freaking awesome.
Sorry. Brandon, you guys are freaking. My God, Brandon. Holy shit. Brandon is quickly becoming commenting fan of the year. Holy shit. Where's Little Fettuccine at to defend the title?
I was about
Little
to say.
Fettuccine, get your ass in here. We need you to defend the title against Brandon. You have got a strong contender. This guy knows what he's talking about. So he knows what he's talking about.
Oh.
Let's talk about the main event, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right. So we're
Asuka versus.
Yep, Asuka. Oh, that's right. They just did her dirty. And I'm sorry. What does that say? Come on,
it's just Justin. Justin ruined my night. You know what, Justin? Justin, you ruined my night with your shitty predictions thinking Tony would win. You helped steal the belt from me.
He was
so
right.
Fuck you, Yanked Up Podcast.
Justin, Chris.
Go like, share, subscribe. They're good people over there.
No. Justin Chris of the Yanked Up Podcast was more right than Chicken tonight. So, I mean, what does that tell you?
With what? Because he was like,
He
oh,
backed
I
the
like
right
Tony.
horse.
I
He
like
backed
Tony.
the
Tony's
right
awesome.
horse.
Oh.
You bet the way you want to win, and he bet the right horse, folks.
I was trying to bring pride and standards back into the gold and leather, and it's been stolen. It's been stolen from me.
In the woods every once a blue moon, as the old cliche goes. Let's talk about.
All right, next match.
How that cliche
that doesn't
goes.
matter, Phil.
Okay, all right.
Let's talk about the main event.
All right. Whatever you say, champ.
Thank you. Okay. My God. Jesus, who was in this thing? That's right. Okay.
We had some.
I have notes, I think.
We had some stars.
Yes, I have notes. All former WWE World Champions were in this match, including the current Drew McIntyre, the current WWE World Champion against AJ Styles, Kofi Kingston, Randy Orton, Jeff Hardy. Who else? Jesus.
Sheamus.
Yeah, that's right. He didn't win, did he?
My pick.
Oh, that's right. Weird.
God damn it.
Oh, did I do that on purpose? I didn't.
Yeah, you just
I
did
got
that.
some notes. Kofi. Holy shit. Did we get Kofi Mania 2? They tried to play it, but no. Kofi eliminated Randy Orton
pretty quick.
Really early. Holy shit. Really sweet roll-up. Really surprising. Kind of got me more invested in this one. Not going to lie.
Love that spot. I fucking love that spot. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Liked that?
I did. I didn't think it was gonna happen, and I was like, the whole Kofi hype, like we're gonna do 2.0, and then that roll up. I was like, oh, is this 2.0 real? It made you buy into it a little bit. You were like, oh shit, could this be real? We gonna see another run of Kofi?
All right,
but
fair enough.
That's the only reason I liked it.
Phil and I were absolutely surprised. Like I said on the pre-show, I did not expect Orton to be out first. I thought he was.
Oh no, I didn't either.
I thought he was going to be one of the last people in. But Orton's out. But before he leaves, he drops Kofi and Jeff Hardy with an RKO. Leaves on his own volition. Whatever. For some fucking reason. Okay. God damn it. No. This cannot be ignored. What's the comment here?
Because I feel
burning heel suit. No, Phil's never been a good guy. Phil sucks.
What?
Phil sucks.
What? No, sorry, you got me all wrong. You see, I am the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower, your king of extreme, the conqueror of the ethereal, the lord of the Scottish Highlands, and let's be frank, one of the greatest people to ever live. Yes, Phil KOE 2024. Yes, folks. So me, a heel, no. I am one of the greatest human beings to ever live on this planet, and I'm also really modest.
Okay, hang on. Okay. You're fine. Whew, okay. Jesus, man.
This is fun.
That was rough. All right. Sorry.
This is fun. I love this.
Hey, how odd was it that Drew defended the title tonight, but Reigns had...
Well, I mean, technically he didn't have the night off, but he kind of
competed in a match.
Sort
of.
I brought this up a few weeks ago, but I really like the fact that Drew McIntyre is really taking hold of the whole babyface badass superstar champion gimmick, whereas Roman Reigns has really come into his own as nasty, dirty, badass motherfucker when he wants to be. If he don't want to be, he's going to send everybody else out that he can think of to do his dirty work. And then if he's got time, I'll come out and be a badass motherfucker. I like that. I think it works very, very well for him. I like where they're going with Reigns. It's only taken 3 extra fucking years, but we're finally there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like, sir, if you're calling me the Paul Heyman of podcasting, I mean, flattery will get you nowhere,
yes,
sir, because not only am I the Paul Heyman of wrestling podcast, and yes, it will, but I'm also the Tom Brady of podcasting in general, the Michael Jordan of the internet. Like, thank you, sir. I mean, like, God, like it's finally about time that people start like
mute us.
I was
just mute us.
I was just being modest this whole time.
Just mute us. No.
I'm sorry. This is too good.
Can I continue? Because I'm literally on the first note of this match.
I do have some more praise I can heap on myself.
I've gone through the first note of this match. Yes, Kofi eliminates Orton. Orton comes back.
Sorry, I'm too busy polishing my belt.
Yeah, go ahead and polish that shit up because I'm coming for it.
Oh,
it's gonna be better than you sent it,
as it should be. Anywho, may I continue? Second note I had from the WWE Elimination Chamber match for the world title. Orton's gone. Shocker. Next note I've got Omos, AJ Styles' badass bodyguard. He tears AJ Styles out of the body, rips the door off the fucking side, lets AJ run around the side, dive in, and get two different 2 counts because of Randy Orton's RKOs. I love this spot.
That was awesome.
This was beautiful. This is perfect. They kick Omos out. AJ Styles is so fucking good. It doesn't matter if he's in the ring, playing a shitty badass. It don't matter. Love AJ. 2018 Wrestler of the Year for a fucking reason.
Yep.
Anywho, Omos is out. Kofi hits this ridiculously good tornado DDT to AJ Styles off of the top rope from the ring to the outside on the chamber floor. Great spot. Loved it so much. Oh my God. Kofi. Oh my God. Sorry.
Can't recognize your
even my own chicken scratches are a little rough. Kofi does this flip into the chamber onto AJ. This thing was amazing acrobatic work, but it didn't.
Never will.
No.
No, the commenter was saying, love you, Phil. Never change. I don't think I ever will.
I want to see Tony yanking that from Chicken's hand. Oh, you're going to see it. You're going to see me yanking Chicken harder than you've ever seen Chicken get yanked before. So you tune in.
Tony, there's got to be a better way to phrase that.
I don't think there is. I don't think there is.
There's got to be at least 100.
No. As the champ, I decree there's no better way to word this. But again, Kofi and AJ Styles, they did not make this look cooperative. They did this flip into the chamber. It was so damn fluid. This thing looked amazing. I loved it so much. Then Sheamus finally gets in to the match. And immediately they start trading blows. Drew and Sheamus just start beating the ever-living piss out of each other.
Drew was throwing potatoes. Like he was just like the first one he threw, there was a little bit of connection. That was a potato they threw, and that one, that was good. Sheamus's face was a bit marked up after that one. So,
but they went ahead before this and said, "All right, let's fucking make this look real," and they did. And Sheamus had a really, really solid night. I don't care who you are.
Yeah,
really solid.
There's a reason I picked him because I knew he was going to be strong, but I thought it was going to be a little more. He didn't quite go all the way across the finish line to championship. But
speaking of selling, though, AJ Styles. Can you tell me right now?
Jesus.
Can you tell me in the business right now? Is there anybody in the business that sells a body shot better than AJ Styles? AJ Styles takes a simple gut shot like this and then doubles over. There's nobody better than AJ Styles. Why? Because he's the best.
He was. There's few folks that can sell quite as good as him. Like Dolph Ziggler's up there, but he's also.
Yes.
It's different. But
then Sheamus does end up giving Kofi the big bro kick. Kofi is out. This was a great spot. The timing, the camera work. This was perfect. I loved it so much. Go ahead and pop that up. Pop that up real quick. That last comment from Brandon. No, nobody. AJ's you goddamn right, AJ Styles.
Yeah, he almost won match of the year last year, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, he's best. So yes.
No, 2019 he almost won match of the year. Okay.
We're not going to get into this here, Phil. This is a place for happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. So,
But no, I'm saying AJ is always up there in our rankings. It doesn't matter.
I'll give you that. So then Hardy hits the Whisper in the Wind off of the chamber. Really, really nice spot.
I like how they set that up because he made us think, I'm going to do a swanton. Oh, well, he rolled out of the way. Well, while I'm up here, at least it wasn't just so obviously contrived. And that's why Jeff is a star and he's been around for as long. He gets that kind of thing.
Exactly. But then he does hit a swanton on AJ. But then here comes Sheamus again with another solid brogue kick. Holy shit. Yeah, Hardy's out. Wow. My guy. Out of nowhere. Loved it. AJ Styles. We're going to sing his praises again real quick. Holy shit. AJ's on the side of the chamber. AJ grabs the top rope. He jumps up. He hits the top rope. AJ Styles stumbles, hitting the top rope with his feet. And instead of just going ahead and going through with the 450 splash, my God, did he save it?
Yeah, he saves a botch into a swanton, and they even showed a replay of it because it was that good. And then he goes back and does
not
the
a
450
swanton,
again.
but technically a senton.
Okay, so he hits a swanton.
I've never seen like that. You cannot measure this. This is how people are worth their weight in gold, folks. This is a worker through and through. He did not want this to look like shit. He was in a big spot. He lost his footing, but he still nailed it, made it look good, and it looked great. And then he still followed it up and hit the 450 splash.
Yes, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. I mean, no, there's nothing happier than, seeing that you're King of Extreme or the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, which, folks, like, share, subscribe. You know it's the right thing. Right here at the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast.
So he hits Sheamus with that, but then he hits the 450. It's saved. We hit that. My God. Brogue kick on Drew McIntyre. You think, oh my God, could Drew McIntyre be out of the match? Nah, fuck that. AJ Styles hits the phenomenal forearm. Sheamus is out, ruining your chances.
That was terrible.
That was the moment I went, oh no. A normie's gonna win the championship.
Okay, you're right, chicken. That is a problem. But Tony is pretty well undefeated in Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, you're not gonna beat me in Elimination Chamber. I'm sorry. We told you
next year. Next year.
Unfold. Anywho,
next year I met you.
Drew McIntyre finished this fucking thing out. I'm sorry. My God, the brogue kick, phenomenal forearm. Sheamus is gone. But then, yes, holy shit, AJ eats a massive Claymore kick.
While he's going for phenomenal forearm. So
my God.
I don't know how high Drew had to jump. Like that
was beautiful.
Yeah.
Fucking beautiful. Basically, Drew powerbombed himself in midair to hit this thing, and this looked incredible. Drew McIntyre retains the WWE World title in the Elimination Chamber. I loved this match. What do you guys think?
The wrong guy won, clearly. But yeah, the wrong guy won. Should have been Sheamus. Like you said, chicken. Clear fix. I mean, I think some things might have been predetermined backstage. We need to investigate this. But other than that, excellent, excellent match. I really thoroughly enjoyed this one.
What do you give it?
Oh, I'm going to give this one 3.75.
Really?
Yep.
Really? Chicken, what do you think?
So I, of course, me and Phil are in alignment on a couple of things here. Because I do believe in stop the
shit.
Well, I do believe in stopping the steal, the correct steal, which was your steal. And Sheamus should have won this match, hands down. That was the real steal of the night. It wasn't me.
This guy is talking sense here.
It wasn't me. The real steal was Sheamus lost tonight. Phil KOE should be your Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion tonight, but Sheamus got robbed.
However, hard. and soon for your ass.
It has to be a better way to phrase these ones, Tony.
I
But
have so
chicken,
many
you're
nice
talking
TikTok
sense
clips.
You're
I got
talking
TikTok clips
sense
out of all this. This is
that
great.
Phil KOE was truly robbed. The fix was in. There were forces were arrayed against me from all sides. But
We're not
worry,
done.
folks.
We're not done.
Okay.
Oh, but do not worry, folks. Your
Here's-
King Extreme will come back.
Here's my rating. Let me give you the rating. I was so disappointed in Sheamus losing this. This could have been a 5-star match if Sheamus would have won, but he got robbed. He got stolen.
Pick Sheamus.
I know I didn't, but it was the right person to have win this match. It totally was.
You're both.
Sheamus
Oh my
was
God.
the people's choice. He was the right choice. He was the choice of Extreme, and that is why Sheamus should have won.
Okay.
And he did not win, so you got robbed of a
What's your
5-star.
rating?
You got a.
What's your rating?
I'm trying to finish. You got robbed of a 5-star match because Sheamus didn't win, so I give this one a 4 because I'm going to be fair. I'll take a little bit off of here. No, I'm going to stick with the 4. I thought it was a fucking awesome. I thought it was awesome all the way around. I loved it. It was the best match of the night. This was fantastic, other than Sheamus getting fucking robbed and the championship stolen from him. How fucking dare you people? But yeah, no. I thought it was great. I really liked it. I gave it a 4.
Phil?
I'm sticking with 375.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, so
I actually wrote down 425, but I'm still like burning on the Sheamus.
Not
thing.
even
All right.
elimination.
No. I'll be honest. I'll be up front. It was a 4-star match because this one surprised me. I thought that the SmackDown Chamber match was going to be a little bit better than this one, but this one did go on last, and my God, this one did have a ton of drama. It surprised us. Orton was out immediately. And go fucking figure. Let's just talk about this real quick. I'm getting pissed. I'm getting fucking pissed. I said this shit at the Royal Rumble. Orton's out of the Royal Rumble because of the Fiend, right? It makes the most sense. Okay, fine. We don't do that. Fine. Clearly, Randy Orton's going to be out of the Elimination Chamber because of the Fiend. How do I know this? Because, holy shit, the fucking build-up to the show had the Carnival Fiend music going. Guess what? No sign of the Fiend. No sign of Alexa Bliss. Nothing. Randy's gone first. Hang on, guys. I'm starting to feel. I'm wearing my Fiend shirt. I'm starting to feel like I'm getting fucking worked.
No. What? The idea that a professional wrestling promotion would work its audience? I don't know what to say to you, sir.
No.
No. Let us not even bring the very idea into our mind that could be possible.
No. That is not happening. That would never happen. They wouldn't do that to us.
No.
They would never do that to us.
No.
Would they?
So that being said, I'm only going to give this match 4 stars as much as I gave the first Chamber match. I thought they were both equally good for different reasons. I loved both matches. Really did. Loved it so much. Brandon says 5 plus. I get you.
It was a good match. It was.
This was a great main event. I loved it. Loved it so much. And you know why I loved it so much?
It's the best one I've seen all year. I don't think I've rated anything 4 stars all year.
There you go.
Granted,
you know why it was even better? You know why it was even better?
AEW had a pay-per-view yet?
So anyway, why this was better was not just because the match was good, but oh my God, they finally did it. Holy shit, let's talk about the elephant in the room. We've been talking about it all night. We've been ignoring it. Here it is, folks.
I came to play.
It is. Ah,
It's a price to play.
finally.
Get on your knees and pray. I came to play. Yes, it has happened. The Miz.
There's not just one new champion tonight. There are 2 new champions. The fact that it's 2 years too late doesn't matter. I got mine, and the Miz got his. He comes out after the fact. Drew McIntyre is celebrating his big chamber win. The Miz cashes in, misses the first pin, gets the finisher, gets the 1, 2, 3. Holy shit, the Miz finally does it. Becomes the champ once again. And holy shit, we're coming up on WrestleMania. The Miz is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Now, yes, Miz was it. Now, as Pantui 10 Man just said a little bit ago, just like Drew McIntyre, yes, Phil KOE was robbed of the title tonight. It happened. We were there to see it. Let's not get too crazy. But no, Phil KOE was robbed of the title tonight, just like Drew. It's basically the same thing.
This
Tony,
was amazing.
It was basically the same thing as you having a Money in the Bank briefcase, extra cheap, picking Drew McIntyre.
There's a reason I'm a 9-time champ, folks. All right? And I'm sorry it took Miz like 19 years to finally become champion once again.
Well, sir, if you didn't know, yeah, Miz, he cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase while Drew McIntyre was like trying to pull himself up on the ropes, like his throat was giving him a hard time. And then Miz comes out, and yes, just,
fair and square. 9-time champ, folks. Right here, Tony fucking G.
I thought that said fair and squirrel, like your squirrel championship.
Fair and squirrel.
That's why I'm Tony 2 belts, so suck my dick.
You haven't defended your squirrel championship, just to say.
Blame COVID, bitch. Why don't you grab a 22 or a fucking pellet gun and come down and show me what the fuck you got? Or are you too big of a pussy?
For squirrel hunting, folks. This is all over squirrel hunting. But, Lord. So, folks, that was the big event. The new WWE World Heavyweight Champion is none other than The Miz. I didn't think I was going to see it happening tonight, but we did. So The Miz is probably going to WrestleMania.
I love it. I don't care. I do not give 2 shits or a fuck. Not 2 shits, not 1 fuck.
Wow. What about 2 fucks and a shit?
I'd consider it, but no, I do not care.
I'm going to give 2 shits and 1 fuck.
Nope. 2 shits, 2 fucks.
I will give 1 fuck and 1 shit, and that's it.
It could even be thrice, and I do not care. Fastlane, I am immediately hooked. Loving it. I cannot wait to see Raw tomorrow night to see The Miz with the belt, because this is going to be the most swarmy, nasty, shitty, heel, awful, whiny TV I've seen in a long damn time.
You want to ask us ask away?
Oh my goodness!
Sir.
Yes, please ask away.
Oh my goodness! Now, but yes, don't worry, and you can also catch us here for the 17 pay-per-views that are going to happen between now and WrestleMania, and maybe 3 Saudi shows.
Yeah.
So that there's plenty of content where you can see us here at the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast.
If you're a fan, I do appreciate it. Yes, no, Brandon, we appreciate it. Yes, check us out here. Check us out on Facebook, on Big Bucket Entertainment, as well as YouTube and KOE.
Oh, no.
And Spotify, please.
This is the part I don't.
How did Miz get the Money in the Bank briefcase? I thought I would just... Okay, let's recap real quick.
I'll let you take this one.
All right, so the disaster that was the Money in the Bank briefcase match last year, it was a cinematic debacle piece of shit. They did the men's and the women's simultaneously during a cinematic piece of shit where Asuka won and Otis won. Asuka won and Becky Lynch announced she's pregnant. So she just said, fuck it. The title is in the briefcase, so Asuka, you're champ. And then Otis feuded with The Miz for some reason over the briefcase.
Yep.
And they did a shitty trial skit on SmackDown.
Law and Otis.
And JBL was the judge, and they bribed him. And then Miz won the match. And he was just Money in the Bank briefcase holder. And then
this all happened when I was moving, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. How did Miz get the Money in the briefcase? I thought Otis had it. Yes, that's when he beat Otis for it. Then he cashed in, but he didn't really cash in. Morrison cashed in, so they gave it back to The Miz.
And now The Miz cashed in this evening right after Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
And now he is
it was terrible.
The new
World
Heavyweight Champion.
The build was fucking dog shit for this. Miz should have been in the match. Miz should have won the fucking ladder match. That should have been the end of it. No, we had to give it to Otis because fuck this shit. Nobody cares. Hopefully we're past the cinematic bullshit and we can finally get back to having real matches on real paper.
We're starting to slowly get there. Like Vince kind of got, all right, back to earth, guys. WrestleMania season's rolling around.
So what do you give Miz versus? What do you give Miz versus Drew McIntyre?
2. Like it was as lame as could be. McIntyre did the first kick out. And obviously, McIntyre just got his ass kicked by Lashley, went through the grueling match. And yeah, it wasn't very impressive, but like the storyline of it, like I don't know, maybe 2.5, just because it was like the heel feel to it, like it made you hate it so much. I'll give it a 0.5 point because the heel hatred of it, like it made me hate it a little bit. Even though I kind of like The Miz.
I'm going to be a little less generous than you, and I am going to give it 2.25. It did what it had to do. Drew sold it perfectly. The Miz acting like he had just been granted eternal life and made the emperor of the universe with this win is just too perfect. So now, Tony, I swear to God, if this is above 3 stars, I like this.
What are you talking about? Phil's looking over here on my cheat sheet, just watching what I try to keep tally mark on what we rate these matches throughout the year. Phil's just perusing my cheat sheet. He saw that I originally gave this match 9 stars out of 5. And I mean, I'll be willing to come down just a little bit.
Okay, Dave. I'll
come down just a little bit. You're right. 9's probably not fair. There wasn't a lot of depth here.
So you're saying that The Miz and McIntyre had the greatest match of all time, like a couple, 2-3 times over.
No, that was mostly just to pop you as you looked over my shoulder. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to give it. I am going to give it 3. I don't care. Fuck that. No, 3 stars. I loved it.
Miz cashed in, he won. You're happy.
He cashed in, he won. This finally brought legitimacy back to the Money in the Bank briefcase that has been ignored for years now. So I love this. They teased it. They finally did it, and it works. And if you get, I don't know what's going to happen at Fastlane. I don't know. But if you get The Miz and Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania, it's going to be amazing. Miz will sell his ass off to drop the belt back to Drew. I don't care what happens. This was well-deserved. I love it. Give Miz a second title. This worked.
Oh, boy. It does kind of make you wonder what they're going to do going into WrestleMania.
I'm excited. I'm actually excited.
Well, there we go, folks. We actually got some excitement. So tomorrow, Raw, we're going to find out a lot more about what's going on into WrestleMania. But yes.
Drew getting his belt back. You're fucking right. If this holds up, if this holds up and it's Drew versus Miz in WrestleMania, oh my God, yes. Drew is getting his belt back. Yes.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Yes.
But so, folks, this is quite an event. Chicken. Anything
Can
you'd
I
like to say to the people?
can one thing can I ask you guys? Like,
Absolutely.
I was disappointed on two things. Obviously, no Oscar, and then obviously no return to the Fiend. Like,
yeah.
Those were two big things for me I wanted to see in this pay-per-view, and we got robbed. What are we going to see next? What do you think?
Tell me about it.
So I'll be frank. At this point, I'm very disappointed because I really thought we were going to get the Return of the Fiend at Royal Rumble. Okay. Sorry, hang on. What do we got here? Oh, he getting it back. Fastlane, definitely. I don't know. I think I prefer they wait till Mania because Fastlane is such a shitty pay-per-view. Hold it off for one month.
And it's a week before WrestleMania, right?
Yeah. Hold it back. I'd hold it back. But
a week before WrestleMania.
Of course they do. Hold it back.
Fastlane should be held for honestly, if Fastlane should be held for like NXT call-ups and lower fill-ins and shit that happens.
Honestly, if it's that close, they got Friday night SmackDown, then it's gonna be 2-night WrestleMania.
We could just skip Fastlane.
They could just do Fastlane on Thursday in the same city.
Why do they have Fastlane?
Nobody knows.
Because we're marks and we'll watch.
So,
now, folks,
where we're at is, I'll be frank. Last year, 2020, January, the end of January, myself, Tony G, the 9-time champ now, and my 7-time champ compadre here, Phil KOE, went to Houston, Texas, watched the Royal Rumble in person. We got to witness Drew McIntyre win the Royal Rumble. Then we enjoyed the fucking horribleness that is COVID-19, and we watched that ruin WrestleMania. But we still sat here 2 nights in a row and watched Drew McIntyre win the WWE World title at WrestleMania 36. And then he lost it, and then he won it back once again. He's a 2-time champion, and now he has lost it once again. Will he win it back before WrestleMania? Probably not. That will be his WrestleMania moment. He has now lost the belt twice. He's won it twice, but he's also lost it twice. He will win it back for a 3rd time against The Miz at WrestleMania with fans in the crowd because Florida don't give a flying fuck about your feelings.
Yeah, we will see how that all shakes out, folks. But, folks, as I'm known to say around here, chicken, shall I hit it?
Do it.
All that being said, thank you for joining us this evening for our review of Elimination Chamber 2021. And, folks, we are now well on the road to WrestleMania. Tony G, he's going in with a lot of momentum, but there's probably at least 3 more pay-per-views between now and WrestleMania, so a lot could happen, Tony.
2.
There's 2. Wow, I was
close.
So, folks, we will be right here to see all of the crazy things that are going to happen. I am the devilishly handsome outlaw himself, your king of extreme, Phil KOE. Find me at KOE Nation over at YouTube, but definitely like, share, subscribe here at the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast. Over to Big Bucket Entertainment on Facebook, Big Bucket on YouTube, all the places where you can find your KOE content. Yanked Up Podcast. Go give that guy a like, a share, some subscribe. All the people that give us a hand, and also to the amazing fans out in our audience. Raise a glass to yourselves. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. We could not do this without you, and we love every second we do it with you. So, folks, I can't wait to see you around the bend for the next one, and God bless us, everyone. Yep.
Even our commenter of the night disagrees with me just a little bit and says, I'm going to disagree on that one, TG. I'll be back. thank you so much. That's okay. That's okay. All we want is you to come back, follow us right here on YouTube, on Spotify, on Facebook, all of the good stuff. Yes, we will be right back here for Fastlane and, of course, for the two-night spectacle that is WrestleMania. And I think there's even an AEW show in the middle of that. We'll try to get that fucking thing in, too.
It'll be awesome, folks. And
it'll be okay. It'll be okay.
Well, it'll be awesome because it'll have Phil K. OE. So that's why it'll be okay. So I'm sorry. Like you'll have the analysis of Phil KOE, Tony G, Chicken, all of us here at the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, folks. So thank you for joining us. And Chicken, you rapscallion there, do well.
Good night, folks. Look forward to you guys coming and taking this shit from me. It'll be a good goddamn time.
Later, guys. Later, all y'all. Ladies.
Good night.
All you folks. Thank you for joining us.
Cheers, folks.